Hello everybody, it's Emma here, Timeless Cookery. I thought I would speak with you about my journey a little bit because a few people have been asking me how did you get where you're at the moment, and I might look all chipper and like, you know, yeah, it's a piece of cake, just chop it up and chuck it in, you know, it's easy, come on, you can do it. I just want you to know that I wasn't always there. I wasn't always at that place of, come on, you can do it. In fact, as a child, I was sad, very sad, grief-stricken even most of the time, and had hiccups almost incessantly, and woke up most mornings with a tummy ache, and I didn't really know why. And then I left home at 18 and I went up to London to go to drama school and started catering for myself, and I was trying to do the right thing and buying organic and cooking from scratch, but still I was unhappy. And then when I got to 28, I had a massive mental breakdown where I just cried all day long for about 3 months, maybe longer actually. And I went to the doctor and the doctor said, take these pills. And I went, I don't want to take pills. So luckily I chose not to, but it did come to the point where really I just couldn't eat because every time I tried to, come on then, jump up, jump up, jump up. Oh, sorry, it's my dog. My dog's trying to get on my lap and now she's getting all camera shy and not actually jumping up. But anyway, yeah, so I basically fasted by accident because I couldn't eat, because every time I tried to put food in my mouth, you know, it's making me feel a bit sad just remembering it actually. Couldn't really eat anything. And now I'm really enjoying my food, which is great, but at that time I couldn't eat a thing. And then I got into yoga and meditation, and luckily found a Shivananda Yoga Center where I could meditate and do my asanas and my breathing, and that really got me back on track. And then I met my beloved and had my children, and so then when I was pregnant with my kids, and there I was cooking from scratch, you know, trying to do my best, buying organic where I could, cooking from scratch. And then I was pregnant, very happy about it, but feeling terrible, I mean sick, really bad morning sickness. And then my daughter, my first daughter, was born a little bit early and a little bit little. And then we had endless snotty noses and earaches and ear infections until then my second was born. And when I was pregnant with my second, I had symphysis pubis dysfunction, which is awful. You're walking along and suddenly you get shooty pains all up your back, all down your legs. My legs like swelled up to the size of an elephant. I was just really ill. I had to come downstairs in the morning on my bum on the stairs. I couldn't actually walk. So yeah, that wasn't very fun. And then I had really bad mastitis with Billy, like awful mastitis, where I had to take like 2 rounds of antibiotics. And so of course when my youngest was 2 weeks old, I just destroyed her gut flora with all these antibiotics. So yeah, hence the behaviour that I was getting, because my daughter wouldn't listen to me, she wouldn't give me eye contact, she was just a law unto herself, and I disliked her intensely actually, and I questioned myself as a parent, and I thought, I'm a terrible parent, I don't like my own offspring. What I've worked out now is that what I didn't like was her gut flora who were making her behave like a little monster. So yeah, then by a miracle happy accident, I discovered GAPS, Gut and Psychology Syndrome, by Dr. Natasha Campbell McBride. Oh, here she is, here's your little puppy dog. Yeah, Dr. Campbell McBride, I heard her speaking, just chanced upon her on a thing online, and something clicked, and then I read the book, and then it was like all my prayers were answered. And you know, it explained the ear infections, it explained the night terrors that my daughter would experience. So when she was very little, she would scream out in the night and I would go to her, and then she would kick me like I was the monster. She would like beat me up and kick me like I was the monster. It was really frightening and really disturbing, and I'd be like, what is it with this child? It's like she's possessed. Well, in a way she was possessed by pathogenic gut flora I think. I mean, who knows? There could be loads of other reasons. But what I do know is that once I'd read Gut and Psychology Syndrome, it answered loads of questions, and I started to implement it when they were very little. And so the last 10 to 11 years has been a journey of discovery with stuff in the kitchen and all of the GAPS protocol, Gut and Psychology Syndrome, restoring the flora, healing and sealing the gut, getting over, you know, bedwetting aged 5 or 6. You know, it's like that means you've got usually a urinary tract infection, and it's your body trying to flush out the bacteria that's lining your urethra. But that's because you've got all of your gut flora is out of whack. Your body flora is out of whack. Your gut flora colonizes the rest of your body. So if you've got thrush or fungal infections or anything like that, it's because your gut flora is out of whack. If you've got migraines and skin itchiness, that's because your gut flora is out of whack. If you've got, I mean, there's so many things that it can help with. It's just unbelievable, really. So yeah, I'm just sharing my story a little bit about, yeah, it's been a long and winding road of discovery, and I would love to share with you what I've discovered and condense it for you into bite-sized, easy to digest pieces, because it took me years. When I was doing it, there wasn't anyone. There wasn't anyone to help me when I was really depressed and couldn't cope and had brain fog, and sorry, I'm getting a bit emotional. But yeah, I'm not always perfect and in a good mood, but I'm in a darn sight better place than I was 10 years ago. I feel a lot more full of energy and full of beans these days. I know what my direction is. I feel just generally peaceful and happy. So if you want to know about how GAPS might help you to overcome stuff that's going on with you, do join me on my GAPS group program. It's starting Sunday the 26th of July 2020. I won't be doing another one for quite some months. Now is the time to get your gut flora in in a good state for the coming winter. Yeah, we don't get snotty noses anymore. We don't get, except when I'm crying, but we don't get snotty. We don't get infections particularly. We just don't really suffer anymore with those kind of everyday kind of, oh, I've got a cold, I've got an ear infection or whatever. That just doesn't happen anymore in our house, because we've got the fats and the ferments going on, and we avoid the processed carbohydrates, which can be a bit scary at first when you say, what, no bread, no pasta? That's a bit scary. Actually, yeah, and it is to begin with, because it's like it's an opiate, and it's like you're addicted to it. It's that you're addicted to the sugars. But we can have loads of other kinds of sugars. We can have honey, and we can have dates, and we can have figs and apricots and dried fruits, and you know, we can have lentil fritters and pancakes and all sorts of lovely things on GAPS, muffins and different kinds of breads and patties and soups and stews and fermented cream, and it's really lush way of eating, actually. So go to timelesscookery.com if you want to know more, and join me, and I'll help you get balanced. I'll help share what it took me years to learn, and I can condense it for you so you can get it really quickly and like get better quicker, which is, I just don't know why this isn't like taught at schools, this as a way, as a modality. It's not the way, you know, there are lots of other ways of doing things, but if you've tried being vegetarian or tried being vegan, like I did, I tried to go vegetarian, I was like, yeah, the meat thing, no, and I felt awful, I felt so awful, I felt much, much worse, and actually, and then I realised, okay, it's the stock pot I need chicken soup, and yeah, I don't eat a lot of meat, but need some meat. The food pyramid should go vegetables and fruits, and then some meats and good fats. What is it, you? You know, not bread and pasta at the bottom of the food pyramid. It's a big mistake. It's like death by food pyramid, frankly, especially if your gut flora is out of whack. And if you've got any kind of autoimmune issues, any kind of inflammatory disease, any kind of chronic illness, Crohn's, celiac, IBS, diverticulitis, heart disease, diabetes, you name it. I mean, I know I seem like I'm going right across the board, but GAPS, getting your food sorted, getting your what goes in here sorted, is the kingpin of, the keystone of good health. So join me, timelesscookery.com. Sign up now, because we're starting on Sunday. It's a live training. It's 1 hour a week, Sunday morning, worship your body. 1 hour on a Sunday morning, 10 to 11. You can watch it live, ask questions, or you can watch it later. and then be in a support group and ask questions online and post your triumphs and your failures and, you know, be together in a community for 3 months, because you can't expect your whole body just to like morph overnight. It's just like, it's not a quick fix by any stretch of the imagination. It's a whole kind of transformation, one step at a time, day by day, spoonful by spoonful. And yeah, join me for the Get Going with Gaps group program. Go to Timeless Cookery. Bye bye. Bye bye. Lots of love. Bye.